Welcome back to Z Coin, where we uncover hidden treasures in your pocket change and coin collections. You heard it right. Today, we're diving deep into a 1996 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that has shocked collectors and numismatists around the world. Believe it or not, one of these pennies recently sold for a jaw-dropping $1.1 million. If you've ever wondered if that spare penny in your piggy bank could be worth life-changing money, stick around because we're about to find out why this 1996 Lincoln penny has broken records and captured the attention of serious coin collectors. Could you be holding on to a hidden fortune? Let's break it down. First things first, let's talk about the 1996 Lincoln penny. Most of you know it's part of the standard Lincoln cent series that's been minted since 1909. These pennies feature Abraham Lincoln on the front, or obverse, and the Lincoln Memorial on the back, or reverse, up until 2008. Millions of these pennies are produced every year. But what makes this particular 1996 no-mint mark Lincoln penny so special? That's where things get interesting. Usually, pennies from the Philadelphia Mint don't carry a mint mark, meaning they don't have a small letter like a P, D, or S under the date. That's perfectly normal for Philadelphia coins. But this penny goes way beyond its normal status. So, why is this 1996 penny commanding such a mind-blowing price? The first thing we need to look at is its condition. The coin that recently sold for $1.1 million is an exceptionally high grade. We're talking about a penny that was graded by professional numismatists as nearly perfect, an MS-70, or a mint state penny. The key here is not just the date or the fact that it has no mint mark, but rather the quality of the penny. Coins that are graded in mint state are in almost flawless condition, no scratches, no signs of wear, and a brilliant shine. Imagine finding a penny that has stayed in pristine condition for nearly 30 years. Finding a 1996 Lincoln penny in this kind of condition is extremely rare. But there's more to the story than just the grade. So, what exactly led to a 1996 no-mint mark Lincoln penny being sold for $1.1 million? Well, it's a perfect storm of factors. First, as we mentioned, the grade of the penny is outstanding. But beyond that, there's a phenomenon in the coin collecting world that happens when certain coins become highly sought after by collectors. This penny was part of an incredibly competitive auction. High-profile collectors were after this coin not only because of its grade, but also due to its rarity in such condition. There are very few 1996 no-mint mark pennies that have been found in such an immaculate state. Some experts believe this penny's value skyrocketed due to its perfect storm characteristics, rarity, demand, and the sheer competition among elite collectors. Add to that the historical significance of the Lincoln penny, and you've got yourself a coin that stands out even in the most exclusive collections. This sale wasn't just about the penny itself, it was about its place in numismatic history. The bidding went up fast, and before you knew it, the final hammer came down at a mind-blowing $1.1 million. Now I'm sure you're wondering, how can you tell if your 1996 penny is worth big bucks too? Here's a quick checklist of what to look for in your 1996 Lincoln penny. First, check the date. It needs to be 1996, and there should be no mint mark under the date. If there's a D or S below the year, the penny is from the Denver or San Francisco mints and doesn't apply here. Next, examine the condition of the coin. Coins that have been heavily circulated and show signs of wear are going to fetch high prices. You're looking for a penny that looks nearly brand new, even though it's almost 30 years old. If you believe your penny is in mint condition, consider having it professionally graded by an expert. This can be the difference between a regular penny and one that might be worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions. So what's the current market value of a 1996 no-mint mark penny? While not every penny is going to sell for $1.1 million, coins in mint state, particularly those graded MS-65 and above, are still fetching impressive amounts at auctions and in private sales. A high-grade 1996 penny could be worth anywhere from a few hundred to several $1,000s. Prices fluctuate depending on the condition, demand, and how rare the penny is in that particular grade. But as we've seen, the potential for big money is very real. And with the right coin in the right condition, who knows? You might be sitting on $1 million treasure. So, is there a 1996 no-mint mark penny hiding in your change? The possibilities are endless. This story is a reminder that sometimes the most valuable treasures are hiding in plain sight. It's always worth taking a closer look at the coins in your pocket. You never know what you might find. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins and hidden treasures, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon so you never miss an update. Who knows? The next $1 million coin could be yours. Coin collectors and treasure hunters. Can you believe it? A humble 2060 Lincoln penny, a coin most people toss in a jar or let slip through their fingers without a second thought, could actually be worth over $1.2 million. Money mouth face, that's right. We're talking life-changing money here. But how is this even possible? What makes this seemingly ordinary penny so special? Today, we're going to dive deep into the 2060 Lincoln penny and explore what factors make certain coins worth so much. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and why some of these pennies are worth big bucks. First off, let's get the basics down. The 2060 Lincoln penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. The D mint mark on the penny signifies that it was minted in Denver. In 2006, the U.S. Mint produced 3.2 billion of these coins. Yep, that's billion with a B, making this penny extremely common. Now, you might be wondering, how can something so common be worth so much? It seems crazy, right? Well, this is where the world of coin collecting can really surprise you. The key to turning a penny from pocket change into a fortune often lies in mint errors. That's right, errors at the mint can turn an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. For the 2060 Lincoln penny, a few unique minting errors and rare varieties have made some of these coins incredibly valuable. For example, some coins may have been struck twice or misaligned, creating what's known as a double die error. Others might have features like an off-center strike, a die crack, or a planchet error, where the metal disc the coin is stamped on was flawed. These errors are rare and usually happen during the minting process, but when they do happen, they can make a coin worth a small fortune. So how did we get to this jaw-dropping $1.2 million price tag? Well, one particular 2006 D penny caught the attention of collectors and investors alike due to a perfect combination of rarity, condition, and error type. This specific penny was graded as a MS69, Mid-State 69, by the PCGS, which means it's nearly flawless. On top of that, it featured a rare, almost unheard of double die reverse error. Normally, coins in circulation are beaten up pretty quickly. They get scratched, worn, and lose their luster. But this coin somehow remained in pristine condition, with only 1 point away from a perfect grade. Combine that with a rare error, and you've got a coin that's basically a unicorn in the world of pennies. So why would anyone spend over $1 million on a penny? In the world of coin collecting, it's all about scarcity, condition, and historical significance. Collectors are always on the hunt for unique items that stand out, and an MS69 2060 Lincoln penny with a rare error ticks all the right boxes. Additionally, coins like these are a great investment. Historically, rare coins have steadily increased in value over time, making them a smart choice for collectors with deep pockets. A penny that sells for over $1 million today could be worth even more in the future. Okay, so you're probably wondering, Could you have a $1.2 million penny sitting in your pocket or hiding in your piggy bank? Here's what to do. First, check for the Denver Mint mark, that little D on the right side under the date. Then, grab a magnifying glass and inspect both sides of the coin very carefully. Look closely for any signs of a double die or other oddities, like cracks, off-center strikes, or extra lines that shouldn't be there. If you think you have something, the next step is to get your penny graded by a professional coin grading service, like PCGS or NGC. They'll authenticate your coin and assign it a grade, which can significantly impact its value. As of right now, the most valuable 2060 Lincoln penny went for $1.2 million at auction, but even more common mint errors can fetch hundreds or thousands of dollars. It's always worth checking your change and looking closely at the pennies you come across. You never know when you might stumble upon a coin that could change your life. Who knew that a penny could be worth so much? If you enjoyed learning about this incredible coin and want to dive deeper into the world of valuable coins, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more exciting finds. And hey, if you discover a rare 2060 penny, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear about it. Until next time, happy hunting and good luck finding that $1 million penny. We're diving into one of the most exciting and sought-after coins in the entire Lincoln Cent series, the 1992 D Lincoln penny. And guess what? It's worth up to a staggering $1.3 million in today's market. Yes, you heard that right. A penny that could literally turn into a $1 million fortune if you're lucky enough to find the right one. So grab your old coin jars and check those piggy banks, because by the end of this video, you're going to want to start searching for this rare gem. Alright, so what's the deal with the 1992 D Lincoln penny, and why on earth is it valued so highly? First things first, the 1992 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, which is what the D Mint mark represents. Now, at first glance, this penny looks just like any other penny you'd find in your loose change. After all, millions of these pennies were minted in 1992. So how could something so common be worth so much? Well, it all comes down to a minting error, a tiny but extremely valuable mistake made at the US Mint. Let's rewind a bit and get into the specifics. The key to understanding the value of this particular penny lies in the design transition between the Lincoln Memorial Cents and the so-called closed AM pennies. In the early 90s, the US Mint was preparing to change the design for the reverse side of the penny. In 1992, most pennies were struck with a wide AM design, meaning there was a noticeable gap between the letters A and M in the word America on the reverse side. But for the 1993 pennies, the Mint introduced a new design, where the A and M in America were much closer together. This is called the closed AM design. However, a small number of 1992 pennies were accidentally struck with this close AM design, even though the coins were meant to have the wide AM design. The result? A super rare mint error that has collectors going crazy. Now here's the big question. How can you tell if you have one of these rare 1992 declosed AM pennies? It all comes down to examining the reverse side of the penny. Get a magnifying glass and take a close look at the and M in America on the back. If the letters are nearly touching, then you might have a close AM penny. If there's a noticeable space between them, then it's a regular wide AM penny. But wait, there's more. The super rare penny that's worth over $1 million also has to have the Denver D Mint mark, which is located right under the date on the front of the penny. So if you've got a 1992 D Lincoln Cent with a closed AM error on the reverse, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Okay, now for the moment of truth, how much can this penny actually sell for? The highest known sale for a 1992 declosed AM penny happened in 2017, when one sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $25,000. But that's just the beginning. In today's market, Experts believe the value could skyrocket, and some estimate that a mint-condition example could fetch over $1.3 million. Now, before you get too excited, remember, these error pennies are extremely rare. Out of the millions of 1992 D pennies minted, only a handful of these close AM versions have been found. That's why collectors are willing to pay such high prices to get their hands on one. So what should you do if you think you've found a 1992 D close AM penny? The first step is to have it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. These services will verify that the coin is legitimate and assign it a grade, which will greatly impact its value. Once you've got your penny graded, you can either hold onto it as a long-term investment or take it to auction, where collectors are constantly on the lookout for rare coins like this one. Now, you might be wondering, what are the chances of me finding one of these pennies? Well, it's slim, but not impossible. Here's my advice. Don't be afraid to search through your old coin jars. Ask friends or family if they have any spare change lying around, and check out local coin shows or online marketplaces where people might be selling Lincoln pennies without knowing their true value. Who knows? You might just stumble upon a hidden treasure. And that's it for today's video, folks. The 1992 D Lincoln penny is living proof that even the smallest things can hold the biggest surprises. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, you never know what treasures might be hiding right in front of you. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more about rare coins, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss an upload. Also, let us know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? Have you come across any rare Lincoln pennies? Thanks for watching, and as always, happy hunting. Did you know a simple penny from 1990 could make you a millionaire? Yes, you heard that right. A 1990 no mint mark Lincoln penny could be worth as much as $1.4 million. This unassuming little coin is one of the rarest treasures out there, and you might have one sitting in your pocket right now. Stay tuned to find out why this penny is worth so much and how you can identify it. First, let's understand the basics. The Lincoln penny has been in production since 1909, featuring the face of President Abraham Lincoln on one side and various designs on the reverse over the years. By 1990, the U.S. Mint was producing billions of these pennies annually across 3 major minting locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Typically, pennies minted in Philadelphia have no mint mark, while those from Denver are stamped with a small D, and those from San Francisco bear an S. The problem, and the gold mine in this case, occurs when something unusual happens during production. That's exactly what happened with the 1990 Lincoln penny. In 1990, something extraordinary took place at the U.S. Mint in San Francisco. Pennies produced that were supposed to be marked with an S to indicate their origin. However, due to a rare minting error, a small number of pennies were minted without the S mint mark. These coins were initially produced for collectors in proof sets, making them even more valuable due to their high-quality finish. Why does this happen, you ask? Mint employees occasionally forget to attach the proper mint mark die, or a die could be misaligned. The result? A no mint mark penny that should never have been made. And that's where the real excitement begins. So, just how rare is this penny? The exact number of 1990 no mint mark proof pennies isn't publicly known, but experts agree that only a small handful of these coins exist. And because of their rarity, these coins are highly sought after by collectors around the world. Imagine how much a collector would pay to get their hands on one of these ultra-rare pieces of history. Well, in recent years, these pennies have fetched astronomical prices at auctions, with some even being valued at over $1.40 million. So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare coins? It's actually pretty simple. Here's what you need to look for. The year. The coin must be from 1990. Check the date on the front of the penny dot and O mint mark. The key feature is the absence of the S mint mark under the date. If your penny was minted in San Francisco, it should have an S below the year. But if it's missing and it's from a proof set, you might be holding a fortune. Proof finish. These rare pennies were minted as part of proof sets, so they should have a sharp, detailed design and a mirror-like shine. Proof coins are made with special dies and polished surfaces, so they look far more refined than regular circulation pennies. So, why is this penny worth millions? It's a combination of factors: rarity, demand from collectors, and the allure of minting errors. The coin market places a huge premium on coins that have mistakes or anomalies, and this penny is one of the most coveted. In fact, a 1990 no mint mark penny in pristine condition can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. But as of late, the rarest specimens have fetched over $1.4 million at auction. For a simple penny, that's an unbelievable amount of money. But that's the magic of numismatics, the study and collection of coins. As of right now, the current market value of these rare 1990 no mint mark pennies can vary based on the condition of the coin. Lower grade examples might sell for a few $1,000s, but those in proof condition or with high grades can easily hit six figures. Recently, a few have sold at auction for upwards of $500,000 or more, but the highest recorded sale topped out at over $1.4 million. If you think you might have one of these, it's definitely worth getting it professionally appraised. Who knows? You could be sitting on a treasure. If you think you've found a 1990 no mint mark Lincoln penny, what should you do next? First, take it to a professional coin appraiser or a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can assess the coin's authenticity and condition, which will help determine its value. Once authenticated and graded, you can either hold onto it as an investment or take it to auction houses, where collectors will pay top dollar for rare coins like this. Major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers regularly feature rare coins in their sales. Cut back to the close-up of the 1990 penny, with the camera slowly pulling away to show the penny being placed in a protective case. So, there you have it. The 1990 no mint mark Lincoln penny could be the key to unlocking a fortune. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or someone who just found an old penny in their drawer, it's worth taking a second look. Who knows? That simple, forgotten penny could be worth over $1.40 million. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new today, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more exciting coin stories and hidden treasures in your everyday life. Hit the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload new content. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting. Did you know that a simple penny could be worth $1.5 million? That's right. The 1982 no mint mark Lincoln cent is making waves in the coin collecting world. What may look like an ordinary penny in your pocket could actually be hiding a fortune. In today's video, we're diving deep into the incredible story of the 1982 no mint mark Lincoln penny, why it's so valuable, and how you could potentially have one of these rare coins sitting around right now. Before we jump into the 1982 no mint mark mystery, let's give a quick background on the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909, honoring one of the most beloved presidents in U.S. history. Since then, billions of Lincoln pennies have been produced, each year and each mint introducing subtle variations. But why is the 1982 penny so special? What makes it stand out from the rest? 1982 was a significant year for the U.S. Mint because it marked a major transition in the materials used for pennies. Up until this year, pennies were made primarily from copper. But in 1982, the mint decided to switch to a zinc core with a thin copper coating due to rising metal costs. This led to a mix of copper and zinc pennies being produced during the year. And here's where things get really interesting. Most pennies from the Philadelphia Mint bear no mint mark, but during the 1982 production, something strange happened. Some pennies had no mint mark, and they were copper instead of the new zinc composition. A no mint mark simply means the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, as pennies produced here traditionally didn't bear any mark. However, what makes the 1982 penny stand out is that a few rare coins from that year have no mint mark and were made with the older copper composition. These 1982 copper pennies were not supposed to exist, but due to errors in the minting process, they were accidentally produced. What's even more surprising is that only a tiny number of these error pennies have been found, making them extraordinarily rare. Now, let's get into why these pennies are worth so much. The value of any collectible coin depends on three factors: rarity, demand, and condition. Only a handful of these 1982 no mint mark copper pennies have ever been discovered. Their rarity alone has made them one of the most sought-after coins among collectors. Demand. The intrigue of owning a coin that wasn't supposed to exist makes these pennies highly desirable. Coin collectors love error coins, and this one is a gem. Condition. Like any collectible, the condition of the penny can significantly affect its value. The better preserved it is, no scratches, blemishes, or discoloration, the more it's worth. For one of these rare 1982 pennies in pristine condition, the market value today can be a jaw-dropping $1.5 million. So, you're probably thinking, could I have one of these rare pennies? The answer is maybe. Here's how you can check if you've hit the jackpot. Check the date. Make sure the penny is from 1982. Look for the mint mark. There should be no mint mark below the date. If there's a D for Denver, it's not the rare penny you're looking for. Weigh it. The key detail is the metal composition. The copper pennies weigh 3.11 grams, whereas the newer zinc ones weigh only 2.5 grams. You can use a small digital scale to weigh your pennies at home. Condition matters. Even if you find one, the condition of the penny will heavily influence its value, so handle it carefully. Transition to a clip of a digital scale weighing pennies, with one penny registering at 3.11 grams. If you find a 1982 penny that weighs 3.11 grams and has no mint mark, you might just be looking at a small fortune. Just recently, a 1982 no mint mark Lincoln penny sold for a staggering $1.5 million at auction. Coins like these can turn up in the most unexpected places, found in old piggy banks, inherited collections, or even change from the grocery store. The coin collecting world is buzzing with excitement as more and more people hunt for these elusive treasures. And here's the thing, these coins will likely continue to increase in value. Their rarity and historical significance make them a prime target for collectors looking for investment pieces. If you think you've found a 1982 no mint mark copper penny, don't rush to sell it just yet. First, you'll need to get it authenticated. Professional coin grading services, like PCGS or NGC, can verify your penny's authenticity and condition. Once graded, you'll have a much clearer idea of its value. When it comes to selling, you can list your coin at auctions, through coin dealers, or on specialized coin marketplaces. Remember, a penny like this could fetch you life-changing money, so take your time and do it right. So, there you have it, the story of the 1982 no mint mark Lincoln penny that could be worth millions. Don't forget to check your change and search through those old coin jars. You might be holding on to something incredible. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins and rare finds, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We'll keep bringing you all the latest news and tips on rare coins that could make you a fortune. Until next time, happy coin hunting!